Thank you. How you do? How are you out there? What's up? What's up? Wait, I'm hearing myself, man. What is happening? I'm hearing myself, people. You hearing me clearly? Ah, are you hearing me? Let me know if you are hearing me, people, please. Loud and clear. All right. I have to fix this. I am getting a feedback on my side. I'm having a little technical difficulty. I don't know what is happening. First, I'm getting through this. Thanks, thanks. You are hearing me. You are hearing me. Thank you so much. But the thing is, I don't know why I'm getting this feedback. Why I'm getting this feedback? Oh God, I'm getting a feedback, people. You don't know what is happening tonight. Why I'm getting a feedback? So you are hearing me clearly, right? Clear at this end. Okay, cool. But whenever I talk, I'm getting a feedback, and this is the first this is happening. Um, Good night. Are you hearing me now? Wow. Mute the mic and the device. Um, Welcome, Sir Errol. I don't know what is happening. I'm getting a feedback, a terrible feedback. Whenever I talk, I'm hearing back myself.
How many devices you have there?
Yeah, yes, fun. I know you are hearing me very clear. You are hearing me clearly now, right? You hearing me, Sir Errol?
Yes, I'm hearing you clear.
Sir Errol, are you hearing me?
Yes,
You
I am
hearing me?
hearing you. Yes, I'm hearing.
All right. That's how it goes sometimes. It's the device, people. Sometimes things happen. You know. Thanks for those who are here early. Belfont. Belfont early. On duty, Belfont. Welcome. God William. Rastaman. Who else over here very early? I came in and saw some people. Verna, you're hearing me. Johnny Rudella. Michael Brown. Rasta. Yeah. Everybody. Rastaman, walk on. All right. The feedback gone now. And you are hearing me. All right. The feedback is it's terrible, people, when I'm talking and I'm myself. But it's gone. So Errol, welcome. How you do?
And I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. Good morning, good night, good evening. Anywhere you are in this world, tune into this podcast, guys. Welcome again, and hope that this evenings we will hear able to, share thoughts, share opinions, and give our 2 cents, as we would say in Jamaica, as to what is happening there at the T20 World Cup, and more particularly, generally, what is happening at the World Cup, and more specifically as it pertains to the West Indies and their performance.
So you ready for tonight's show?
As can be, yes, we would have thought about what is happening there, and more so based on the points, the key points as suggested, I think, by you, the host. So yes, I think I, for one, is ready to engage in discussion about West Indies cricket and the cricket there at the World Cup in general, as I said.
Right. It's something that we want to look at. I mean, we're gonna look at the associate teams. They have done very well. Right? They have done very well. We saw Oman against Australia today. And they are saying that Australia may be not the worst team, but this is the worst team that Australia has ever sent to a World Cup. That is what they are putting out there. Another thing that they are saying that we're gonna look on further on in the program, and you I believe you alluded to it, or you agreed to it, that the West Indies group was easy, was one of the easiest group in the competition.
Yes, I said it was said before, and based on what was done, based on what the performances there, not for the West Indies in terms, because they came out on top, but they won their games convincingly. 39 wickets, 40 odd. You don't want a more convincing victories. You don't want more convincing victories than those. Okay. However, the opponents contributed to those wide margin, those significant margin of victories.
Yeah, well, yeah. So what the commentators are saying, they are saying that because West Indies group was so easy, because it was made up mostly of associated teams, it's only England, while other teams have teams that should be in the competition then are a more established team. West Indies came to a group with associated teams. So they are saying that Zimbabwe, who is before us, Zimbabwe have a tougher channel to come through. So some people are leaning more to Zimbabwe, if you get what I'm saying. So yes, Zimbabwe defeated the two, they defeated Australia. They're not playing good, yes, and they defeated Sri Lanka. West Indies didn't have those to contend with.
While I agree that maybe had West Indies had a easier pathway to the top 8 than Zimbabwe, it's not necessarily, I don't see it. I don't see that in its completeness, so to speak. I don't totally agree with that. The part that you said, because Group C comprise, for the most part, associate teams. They could have well be associate team in Group C and perform well. The associate team don't, not because they had three associate teams in this Group C. Why you think the pathway was easy? And I continue to say we tend to caption put these caption on the teams there, put this status on the teams, whether it's ranking and so on, and the team was known to be like that, and the team is good from last year. What I use as my guide, what I use as my marker is the performances at this tournament. So while I don't discard all of that, I use primarily what is happening. So I don't allude to the poor or the low. It's just that the teams did not perform well. It's not because they were associate, because they have some associate teams that perform well, upset and do, in this tournament and so on. So it's not because they were associate teams. It's just that the teams did not perform well. And I didn't consider associate team alone, because England didn't perform well against us either. West Indies convincingly beat them, but and I will continue to say, I don't know how much time I must echo this. It primarily had to do with the opponents. Australia didn't play well, and as such, they were upset, because not only that they were at their strength, they were not at their full strength, but nonetheless, it's Australia. A team upset them. So yes, West Indies was in a weak group for me. And in addition to that, apart from what was on paper that they were weak, they also could have played better.
So do you believe, do you take it that most of the commentators are leaning more to Zimbabwe because they say they came to a tougher zone? So therefore, the real test for West Indies is Monday. Do you lean to that?
Well, if that is the case, then of course they have a point. They have a point there, because it's like a person who has gone through rough training and so on. A person on the battlefield who has gone through rough training, they are more capable of when they go there. If two armies and one go through a more rigorous training in order to go to war and so on, the one that survive the rigors, the most rigorous training and whatever is they're trained with, they are more likely to succeed. They are more likely to defeat their opponents, as opposed to the one that training was not so rigorous and whatever was required for them to be at war. So it's the same thing. They have gone through a group that the opponents were stronger, so more likely that, okay, they would be in that frame of mind. They had gone through it. They had been there and done that, so to speak. Yes, I tend to agree with
the commentators. That is what the commentators are saying. The people who are looking at cricket, they are saying that the West Indies' real test will be Monday, because they came to a group with mostly associate teams. Right, that is the theory that is out there, and we are looking at it like that. In what they are saying, then I want to agree somehow about other teams. I mean, India, Pakistan, and other group of other teams that were associated too.
Yeah, but the real test is not only for the West Indies. The real test is for everyone. Everyone is going to show up at the top 8. That's where the real test for every team starts. Right. So it's not confined to the West Indies. They are bearing that the West Indies probably the fact that they did not play, their opponents were not as strong as those who had advanced. They deserve to be there. They had 4 wins, 4 victories, and albeit that the opponents were not strong as the other groups. Maybe they are saving the best for last.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. But you see, boy. Mario is saying Zimbabwe can't beat us. Mariana saying that, Mario. Mario, be careful, because everybody's coming in this top 8, in the Super 8, with and today they were looking at Zimbabwe, didn't qualify for the World Cup 2024, have to come through some qualifying now, Didn't expect to come out of the group. No one of them to come out of the group, and they tapped the group. They tapped the group. Yes, they were the one who tapped their group coming in.
Yes, and they have, as I said, behind the management there. I think even having they're doing well. As I would have said that they went through a lot, and they were banned. They went through a lot to be here at the World Cup, and they're showing. In other words, they would have gone through a whole lot, and it is bearing fruit, so to speak, and so on. The amount of games they played, although they lost most of these games, they would have played. They were very active throughout last year, and they wanted to be here. Now that they're here, they're showing that they're not here merely for number, and they have, you know, their management there. I think they're supported in, if my memory serves me right, is one of our own West Indian person is there in their, I think, batting or bowling. If my memory serves me right, I think Courtney Walsh is a part of their management there, coach, one of their coach. My memory serves me right. I think Courtney Walsh,
a bowling consultant.
yes, I think he's the bowling consultant, and we always talk about this brain or skills drain or cricket drain, whatever it is, where persons who are represented the West Indies well. I remember the Garden Greenwich and the Bangladesh or Afghanistan. Don't remember back then when they just started. I think Garden Greenwich, one of our better opening batsmen. That's where he went and plays straight as a coach, a batting coach. Now we are up against our opponent, and who is the bowling coach? I think Courtney Walsh, one of our better bowlers, who had one stage had the most wickets in the world.
Yeah. Guys, welcome again, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'll soon drop the link for you to come and say your piece. I'm seeing you in your comment section. I'll soon drop the link for you to come on the show and say your piece. All right? The link soon be there. So who's this? Oh Terry, what's up? You say you have listened other show and they are very positive about West Indies going through with India. Terry, I also listen and I watch a lot of commentators. And you know what they have? And what I heard they said? They said West Indies is the dark horse to come out of the zone or the group. They didn't say they're going to. In the group, they have South Africa and India the favorite. But they say West Indies stand an outside chance. Okay? So it is what it is. Some matches played today, people. Matches played today, Sir Errol. Oman versus Australia. Oman batted and make 104 or 16.2 overs. Australia 108 for 9.4 overs. So Australia don't even go into the 10th over. And they won. Afghanistan versus Canada. Afghanistan make 204 of their 20 and bowl out Canada for 118 for 8. All right, so those were the two matches played today. Tomorrow, Super 8 begins. Pakistan versus Sri Lanka. We're gonna look at that a little later. But I touch area the associated teams they are Netherlands, Italy, Canada, Nepal, Oman, UAE, Namibia, and Scotland. Those were the teams, the associated teams. So those were the teams that came in to join the top 8 teams. The top 8 are the West Indies, the India, the Pakistan, the Australia, and so on, Sri Lanka. Those were the teams that came in. A lot of them didn't win, but based on their performance, they are getting a lot of credit. A lot of credit based on their performance, based on what they have done, the competition that they gave to these established teams, right? I left out USA too. USA is a part of that. The USA India game. That game was, yes, God, that game was very, very competitive. Ushada game there was competitive. They play among themselves. You know, Scotland Nepal defeated Scotland. Italy defeated Nepal, and so on. So they play among themselves. But I must say, I give the ICC thumbs up. They did a very good job in bringing them in, and the guys really, really did well playing against the more
As I
established
said,
team.
the bridge, there is a bridge now. It's narrowing now. The gap is narrowing between those status teams in the terms of the rank. There's 8, and then the associate teams. These associate teams, I think what is happening is that they spend more time because they have more time in that, whereas the other teams probably is busy with their 50 overs schedule and their test schedules. The associate teams primarily have just one format of the game to contend with, to deal with. So I think most, if not all, their resources, time, effort, whatever it is that they need to do, is channeled into that area. As such, it is reaping what you're seeing, these performances. I think that's contributed to them performing like how they are doing now on the biggest stage.
Yeah, they did well. Guys, type in the comment section which of the associated teams you were most impressed with. Just tell me in the comment section. You have Netherlands, Italy, Canada, Nepal, Oman, UAE, Namibia, Scotland, USA. Which one of them you were most impressed with? Well, Nepal, to be honest, because I know about Nepal, because they play against the West Indies. Before, I was kind of disappointed with Nepal. I was disappointed with Nepal. Scotland, they came and did their thing. Yeah. The USA was very competitive. And as you pointed out last night, the USA, they have the leading wicket taker up to now. So
yes, that guy who had taken 13 wickets
right.
For 101 run at 89 deliveries at a rate of 6.82, which means that average approximately every hour he would have gotten every hour, every over. He got a wicket once in any over.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know.
Yeah, so that speaks, and it's the associate team.
Associate team, yeah.
Yes,
tell me, guys. Tell me who you was. Malcolm P. say Oman and Italy. Yeah, Oman. You was impressed with Oman, Malcolm P. USA. USA. Brendan say USA. Osman what go on? USA. Garth Williams. Okay. Yeah, man. They did their thing. So we're looking, people, at what the commentators were saying. If you're just joining us, we're looking at what the commentators were saying, that West Indies came through an easy group, and the real test is Monday, and they are leaning more to Zimbabwe. In other words, some commentators have Zimbabwe as the better team, it's not the better team. The favorite then, because they came to a harder zone. They defeated Sri Lanka and they defeated Australia. The real competition, some believe, was West Indies against England. And West Indies, you know what happened there. All right? So it is what it is. All right. Who is this? Kieser Zos. Stop the revolutionist history people. A lot so-called experts have us losing to Nepal and England. Yes, before competition begin, some people were saying Nepal and England going through. Yeah. Glad to see you, my friend. You see, first I'm seeing this name over here. Glad to see you. Everyone, welcome. We have a packed show tonight. A packed show. All right. Very packed show. I'm gonna drop the link. You're gonna come on. and say your piece, because we're gonna discuss this West Indies team. And the West Indies team that we're gonna talk about, and I'm asking the question now. What is the score you would be comfortable with in the power play? What is the score you would be comfortable with in the power play? What is the score Monday morning you would be comfortable with in the power play? The power play is a disaster for the West Indies. If we make 50, we lose 2 wickets. If we make 45, we lose 1 wicket. If we lose, yeah. What is it you want to see in the power play? You tell me. All right. So that's a question. And another one we're going to discuss, Sir Errol, is the top 5 batsmen in the West Indies team. What are the scores that that should be on the board from these top batsmen? The top 5, the King, the Hope, the Hetmyer, the Chase, the Ravman Powell, bring it down to Rutherford. What is
I
it?
was the top batsman. I was looking for at this stage after 4 games, if they have played all their games and batted all their games, I was looking for an average of 25, which is mean at 100. At this time of the tournament, going to the top 8, I was expecting our top batsmen, once they play all unbatted in all 4 innings, they should be around anywhere between 80 and 100.
80 and 100.
Yes, that's where they should be.
Okay. And as I talk about top batsmen, Shea Hope is our leading batter with Shivran Shandapa. Shivran Hetmyer second. Yeah. And for the bowlers, both Shamar, Joseph, and Older at 7 wickets, but Shamar have a better net run rate or better average than him. All right. So both have are on 7 wickets.
May
but
I
tell
say
me
something?
now. Yeah, go ahead.
As it applies to the batting and Hetmyer. Coming into this tournament, he was the man on form, and by his display, he showed that he maintained that. For the first game or 2, the third game he made 20 something. How many made this game? 9? Or how many made this game?
All I know is failed. Something like 9.
Okay.
He didn't stay long. He didn't stay long.
I remember at some point in time I said that he used to bask in his performance now. Bask in it. Let him just roll on, because now is his time. And when a man is in form, as how he is, he just, whatever it is, if he's in form at number 3, don't move him. Let him play. Let him play the way. Don't try and curb him. Don't tell him I can adjust his style. It is his style that has allowed him to be performing well, whatever he was doing. Whether you're critical of his style or not, you allow him to bat how he's batting. That's what allow him or make him batting that well. We are hoping that, in football and athletics, you have a time when there's a program set, especially in track and field, where you have a program and the program is geared to a particular event, an objective, whether it be a world championship, whether it's an Olympic game, whether it's a major meet. Usually there's a program set for the person to peak around that time. I don't know if the same thing augurs for team sports and so on. But what we don't want is a batsman, and it has shown in India with Sharma batting so well, one of the top batsmen, top rated, and then he comes at this tournament and he's not performing. I think three ducks he has made. We are hoping that Hetmyer has not slumped. We are hoping this last 2 innings, I think he total maybe 30 runs in total these last 2 innings. We are hoping that he regain his form and start, I'm wondering if when we lose early wickets if it impacts on him. I don't think so, because he has been in that situation before. I think one of the matches, one of the games. So I don't think that should be a factor. But sometimes it's best when they're allowed, they don't come under pressure, to bat under pressure. And if we can have, and I always say it, if we can have persons, our team can come out of the power play without losing a wicket, albeit that is not a 60 or 70 runs there. But if they can come out of the power play without losing a wicket or two, that augurs well, because we have the depth to catch up.
Thank you. Marcus Green, Sir Green, welcome.
Blessings. Good night.
What's up? We are here discussing. We are asking the question: what is the run? What is the run you would comfortable see West Indies in the power play, coming out of the power play? 6 overs, two fielders out of the circle.
Well, so far we have been bordering between, I think, 45 to about 60 something. The ideal rate coming, I think 10 per over would be pushing it away, but that would be the ideal rate, about between 60 to 65 there, coming out of the first 6 over, because we have to understand that whether we are batting first or second, the power play is very important in terms of putting pressure back onto the bowling team. If you're batting first and you are 60 for 1 or 60 without loss, then I think the bowling, some change would take place in terms of how you organize your bowlers after that. So I think 60 to 65 would be ideal. But sometimes it depends on the pitch that we are playing on as well. But 60 to 65 would be ideal.
60 to 65. That's where somebody push it to 70. But 60 to 65, you say, would be ideal, as I said. We are also touching Marcus and the batsmen. The top 5 batsmen. What's the ideal score that you're looking for? I mean, like 200 or 100 and this, 100 and that. Yeah.
Well, so far, I think if memory serves me right, I think probably Shy Hope would be our. I think he would accumulate the most runs so far, but in terms of the score, right now, if you're averaging over 30 for the 4 games so far, it would have been good. But I don't think any of our batsmen are there. So for the Super 8 now, we have to look to step up. So for these batsmen, I think each of them should set themselves a target of 40 runs or more. 40 runs or more, so that the team can make a competitive score, a comfortable score, so that the bowlers can work with it, or we can chase a score that might give us problem. But if you're batting in the top 5, that should be your aim. Average of 40 or more.
40 or more. Okay. Guys, Ryan, 245. Wow. No team have gone there, Ryan, yet.
Can I make respond? Can you read out that message and probably the
Yeah,
person
man, I'm gonna let you respond because the person is talking to you directly. Let me just tell tell you everyone though that in the comment section that at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. I will drop the link and you can come on and say your piece. Okay? So at 10 p.m. I'm gonna drop the link and you can come on and say your piece. Join us, say your piece. Hetmyer made 44 not out 2 games ago and a half century in the first game. What is the loss of form the gentleman is referring to? I believe
No,
he's talking to.
I didn't say he has lost form. I said we are hoping that he doesn't lose form. We are hopeful that he doesn't lose form because sometimes, and I made mention of batsmen coming in to the tournament with form and they have lost form. And Hetmyer was one of those batsmen who came into the tournament peaking. He was batting well. He batted. So we are hoping that that's not the case with Hetmyer. We don't say that he has lost it. We say we are hoping that's not the case because he's our main batsman and we would not fare well if that is the case. Does that answer your question?
Let me say something Hetmyer, right? And we can go there. We can go there tonight. Let me say something. And let me tell you, I have a lot of respect for Hetmyer. He's my batsman. Yeah? He do his thing. He's little, but he's my batsman. Philo Wallace. You all know Philo Wallace, right? The former Barbados opener. Powerful opener. West Indies opener to play some game for the West Indies. He said that Hetmyer not gonna do anything, you know, before the competition, before the tournament begins. Hetmyer came in and formed. Hetmyer in the first game against Scotland, 60 yard. Then he make 40 yard. And then for 2 games, we would say he failed. So we only hope that Hetmyer find some form and get back to his form against Zimbabwe. Because coming in, Hetmyer was the prize wicket, but it seemed like he's shifting now to the captain. He's shifting.
You must remember that they would have done their background work. People work, I mean, these teams, you know, don't think that they're just there, just go and play. They have their strategy.
Yeah.
They know that Hetmyer is the main player. He's the main batsman. He's the one who West Indies is looking for to score the runs, the brunt of the runs for them. And they would have done their background. They look at videos, they look at tapes, and if he has weakness, he doesn't care how much a batsman is good, he has weakness. And I'm assuming that probably that's what is happening, and so on. So as the tournament progresses, you're going to find some batsmen making less runs who had started, and some batsmen who started weak start to make more runs. That's how it goes. Rarely you find a batsman right through, and so on. I think once it happened, Shane Watson of Australia, some years ago, he went right through the T20. I think it was only the semi-final, and so he didn't make any runs. But for 4 or 5 matches in succession, he was the man of the match, and so on. So these things do happen. It's just that when they do happen, we see how we can rebound. We see how we can have a contingency. We can see how the other players, batsmen in this case, can come to the fore. And so far, it has been happening. When Hetmyer fails, you have a hope doing it. We had in the first game or the second game, the guy who made 75 or 60. Yes, so we have somebody who is willing and who is able, and that reflects the depth of West Indies batting. We said batting is deep; it's in fact deep. But what we don't want is to be too reliant on one and two persons. And apparently that's what is happening, where if 1 and 2 persons doesn't perform, then we can see ourselves reaching a 180 or a 200 runs.
Marcus, Hetmyer is a concern for you?
Not really, no, because his scores has been 64 of 36 ball, 23 of 12 balls, 46 of 32.
Talk up some more, Marcus. Yeah.
46 of 32 ball, and I think 9 of. So my only thing as I said from last night, was that I think they should have rested him for that last game. Hopefully, as Earl has said, that 9 won't do anything to his confidence or to his form. But I don't. If you understand, and know that Hetmyer seems to be given a role of just being free, playing free. So no, no matter what position the team is in when it comes to the crease, he's going to play the same way, same aggressive.
Wide array of strokes, yes.
Right. So sometimes you might get a 1 or 2 bad game in between, but I don't think we should be worried about him right now.
Shouldn't be worried about Hetmyer right now because trust me, we need him to come good. We need Hetmyer to really come good. We as I said, people, we are looking at the teams, the associated teams, who really impressed. So far, most people are saying that the USA is the team that the associate team that really impressed. We're gonna come back to the Super 8, but let us touch now Pakistan. This game tomorrow. Remember 10 o'clock, people. You can come on the show and say your piece. Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Baba Azan, one of the best in the world for T20 are the best. He hasn't turned up for Pakistan so far. In the West Indies, if he was playing for West Indies, we would say drop him.
No way, right? No way.
But whether or not they're gonna play him, he hasn't turned up. He hasn't turned up for the World Cup. People were thinking he was going to take it by storm. So tomorrow at 8:30, people, it's Pakistan versus Sri Lanka. Patum Nisanka, the only player in the tournament to score 100, to score a century from Sri Lanka. No other player have done it. So,
Marcus, what was that?
Nisanka, the Sri Lankan player.
No, you said the only Sri Lankan to make a century.
The only player in the tournament to score a century so far.
No, man, what are you talking about?
Who scored? Somebody has scored a century? Who scored a century in the tournament?
How about this guy from Canada who make a century?
I think
the amount of centuries. Hey, look here. Be careful what you're talking about.
No, man. I think it's 3 centuries score in the tournament.
3 or 4 centuries.
No, where am I? Where am I?
Yes,
the Canadian have the highest. I think it's 110.
Canada scored a century?
Hey, look here.
Against New Zealand too.
No, against New Zealand?
Yeah.
I didn't see that much. I didn't see that much. Seriously?
Yes, it's we have a 19-year-old who is coming, guys. Be careful.
Yeah.
I say we because it's my adopted country.
Yeah. No, the guy from Canada. So the guy
19.
from Canada
19-year-old.
I know Nisanka from Sri Lanka. He scored an even 100.
He played it after.
So the 19-year-old from Canada, Rastaman, he scored a century 100 and had?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna look him up tomorrow. I didn't know that. But how do you see that match, Marcus? Pakistan versus Sri Lanka?
Inconsistent Pakistan. I don't know. I think the key to this game is going to be the two teams bowling. I think they kind of even themselves out in the batting department, but the key I think is in the bowling, and I think so far. And the few matches that I see of Pakistan, I don't see them hitting top form as yet. The bowlers, Sri Lanka kind of blowing hot.
So you say obvious, but they are inconsistent. I mean,
yeah, you find them player, especially their top bowler there, the left arm pacer. You find that they're not coming together as a team, as a bowling team to give a good performance as it. But Sri Lanka, it's going to be tough to beat Sri Lanka down in Sri Lanka. You know? Going to be tough. But as Zimbabwe show they can be beaten.
They can be beaten, man. They got beaten in Colombo. They can be beaten.
I think anybody win the toss will want to bowl first. And then chase. So the toss is going to be key as well. So and I think it's a day and night match as well. So and
yeah,
that is
8:30. That 8:30 is a day and night, right?
Yeah, and that's the next thing. That's the next thing for the spinners. The spinners don't really want to bowl second when there's a lot of dew, ball hard to grip and all of those things. So it's going to be a good match. I'm not even sure how to call this one because the Pakistan can give away a good game because, as I said, Big Bat hasn't come to the party as it, you know. And we know when him turn up, problem.
Yeah. You see Sir Earl. You see that Pakistan.
Yes, I think some of these teams are waiting for the big moment, waiting for the big games. As the tournament progresses, you're going to find team play better. They're working out their opponents. They're assessing. They're analyzing their opponents, the teams, as such. The performance is. Somebody had said last night in that West Indies probably lost to Italy. Didn't play that well to Italy because they didn't know, they couldn't assess them. They have nothing to go by with Italy. But I don't think in today's day and age with technology, state of the art thing that exists, that should be the case. I think what is happening is that the teams are going to play well, and you're going to see better cricket playing. I made mention of upset is not finished last night, and I was referring to maybe Group A. There could well be an upset in that group. But for Pakistan and Sri Lanka, it's touch and go. If Pakistan, as you know, they're very inconsistent, and then any given day can beat any other team. If that is not the case, then Sri Lanka. So I would want to think that Sri Lanka has the edge. However, if Pakistan shows up in one of those good days, those good moments, they're going to shred Sri Lanka. One of the centuries made is a Pakistani made it. So we had three centuries: one from Sri Lanka, one from Pakistan, and one from Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, so you have to be mindful of that. So it's going to be a close encounter.
I think that's it also is the first World Cup where so many centuries have been made. I think I heard something like that. I would have to research, but I think I heard something like that today as well.
It's two teams that you cannot read. It's two teams that will turn up and just explore, and it's two teams that will turn up and just play a flat game. Or because let's put it this way: Zimbabwe defeating Sri Lanka, that's an upset, right? And we also India is India, but we also how India dealt with Pakistan. So people, it's a good match. It's a good match. I'm in the middle of it. Believe me, Sri Lanka will blow hot and cold, and Pakistan will blow hot and cold. Yeah?
Sri Lanka will blow teams.
Yeah, there are two, but it's a good match. It's gonna be a good match, and
That's why I said it's going to be
I
a close encounter.
a close encounter. And if Pakistan have the players and Sri Lanka have the players, so 8:30 tomorrow morning, people. Remember 10 o'clock you can join me. I'm gonna drop the link. Right? You can come on and say your piece. We're discussing all around, we're talking all around. We're just talking and freestyle. We didn't finish with the one that we said. A lot of persons are saying that the power play should be between 70. 70 should be the highest. 70 losing a wicket or 70 losing 2 wickets, like what? Someone said so one night that he would prefer be 70 for 2 than 45 for 1. It was a big thing that he said. But our power play is a problem, people. Our power play, West Indies power play, is a serious problem. We are losing wickets. In the Italy game, we can almost say that Hetmyer opened the innings.
All right. Look at it this way. Yes, the power play is cause for. We can do better in the power play. It would be good if we can do better. But look at our performance so far. And forget about the opponents now. We're just talking about batting. And the lowest score the West Indies has made is 165 when they made against Italy. Okay. What that's I think we made 197 in one of the games. So from 165 to 197. Yes, it needs improving, but it's not bad, in terms of the scores we have been making, albeit that we are our power play is not where we want it to be. The end result is not reflecting how bad our power play is, So I said that people are saying 65, whatever. I think that we will come out of the power play with 50 runs without a wicket. Always, to me, not losing a wicket is so important for me. And I think it's better, as I said before, I rather come out of the power play with 50 runs without losing a wicket than 70 runs losing 2. That's my take on it.
One of the things with the power play going forward, is that we're going to play against more quality team, basically. And you over the years or in the past, West Indies have a problem with the middle overs, rotating the strike, consolidating whenever the bowling is good by, if you can't hit any boundaries, you get the ones and the twos. So if the lower the score is from the power play, I think the more pressure we'll be under in the middle overs to try and score. So I guess the power play for us, I don't want to say go all out, but I think we should try to, especially against the teams who have quality spinners, who's going to come in the middle overs and peg us down. So the 65 that I said is to say that whenever there is problem in terms of we not scoring as fluently as possible, then the 65 will kind of cushion the effect of those middle overs. So we have to try and maximize on the power play as best as possible.
Well said, Marco.
All right, so we're gonna ask some people to join us, right? But listen, when you join, you make your point, and then you have to turn off your mic, okay? Just turn off your mic when the others are talking. Just make your point and turn off your mic, all right? And we're gonna have it flowing. Come on, make your talk, and you don't have to agree with none of the hosts or none of the panelists. You don't have to agree with me and nobody, all right? Just make you talk. Come and join us and talk to us. The link is there. So we're looking on some players from Baba Azan. Yeah, what of this, Marcus? Why you think happening? Why Pakistan? Why is not firing? Why you think coming with a big name and then?
I guess as we know, sometimes you lose form, and I think that is what is happening with Baba Azan right now. I think he lost a bit of form. Players like those, sometimes it don't take long for them to get back into form. So sometimes I don't know if when Sir Earl was playing, sometimes you have a team that you could be out of form. Once you buck up that team, you know within yourself, you know runs going to flow.
You make some runs.
Yeah, gonna make some runs. No matter what bowling them come with, sometimes a player just need to find. So hopefully, probably Sri Lanka, his team, and him can find some form. But you know those players are quality. So even if they are out of form, the team Pakistan planning going to center around him same way. So I think it's just a loss of form, and he will regain it before the Super 8 is finished.
All right, thank you. Let me say something about people in the comment section and people who the fans are the family that is here. We really respect you, Marcus and Errol, we here talking about Sri Lanka for tomorrow. And somebody in the comments said, no, it's New Zealand and Pakistan, right? And then England play Sri Lanka on Sunday. Yes. But what can I say? New Zealand is no. Should I say New Zealand is no different from Sri Lanka? New Zealand is still attack all,
Yeah, presently they're not playing.
Yeah,
not playing so hot, and they were one of my team, for there, but
they blew away somebody. They blew away a team that they didn't lose any wickets, and then they from that they just.
But they have quality still, They have quality, a whole lot of quality. If those two openers get off,
yes, the openers, yes,
problem. But they have a lot of quality. It's going to be a tighter game than I think they are more consistent than a Pakistan. They are more consistent than a Pakistan, and I know sometimes we using some past things to judge a team, like a Pakistan, but they have shown in the World Cup that the tag don't really come off of them as yet in terms of inconsistent. So I think it's going to be a tighter game. New Zealand is a well-rounded team, but they depend mostly on the openers to get a good start.
I watched them in the game against South Africa, and South Africa really outplayed them.
Yeah.
Really outplayed them. All right, let me use this time to say welcome to Treasure Man and Zulu Warrior. Zulu Warrior, the first I'm seeing you, man. What's up? Unmute your mic. Treasure Box, I'm coming to you. Zulu Warrior, what's up?
Yes, Ireland man. This is Garth Haynes. I just change up when I shift over.
You got Haynes in the chat.
Yes, exactly. I'm the man.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from Mount Hope in Trinidad. So West Indian man. You why does be laughing at you all the time? Some days I know when you're happy, I know when you're sad. But
Okay.
me, I breed West Indies right through, but I'm a jaded West Indian fan because we've been losing too much.
Yeah.
I always want we to win, but at the same time, I just be like, boy, I can't take this. So, I'm always here.
So how do you see the West Indies? What is it that you are pleased with and you are not pleased with so far?
Well, me personally, I'm pleased with everything. I'm more concerned about the final, the wins and losses. And that's basically how I judge the game. Because every game is different, every situation is different, and you have to really play cricket according to what's going on in the game. You understand? I mean, even with, say, like, when Australia play Sri Lanka last week, their power play was wonderful. But then coming down in the end now, they slow down. So it's all about the situation. I believe in situational cricket because, I played some cricket already too. So I have an idea. I live in New York right now, in the Bronx, Primrose, New York League, all of that. I was part of that. So I still here. I guess some of the guys maybe know about New York League too. We've had a good amount of players who come through the years. Powell, Gail used to be here. All of them, come do their thing. But
I watched some of your matches there. This guy Jerome, the former West Indies fast bowler, Jerome. What's his name again?
Jerome Taylor.
Jerome Taylor. No man, the one there that is action. They call it.
You mean Larson?
Larson, yeah.
Jeremy Larson.
Jeremy Larson.
Jeremy Larson. Okay.
Yeah, man. I watch some of the matches.
One of the only thing right now where we're missing in the West Indies when it comes to the bowling, we don't have a bowler that the opposition fear. They
don't fear Shamar.
I mean, Shamar haven't really proven himself in 2020 yet. And one thing I would tell you, right, when it comes to fast bowling in 2020, that is not the best because I have seen Mitchell Starks in the IPL get beaten, and he was the biggest money earner in the IPL. But when you have a bowler who they fear, see like Rashid and Adil, Narayan, those guys are feared. They be like, okay, for their 4 overs, we go take it easy.
Yeah.
Hit the ball here and there. And I think that's one of our biggest problems. We don't have a bowler that is feared by anybody. But the batting, we have batting from 1 till 15. You understand? So I don't think we will get ball out. But one other thing I'll say is if Zimbabwe beat we're done.
So we can't recover?
No, we can't recover if Zimbabwe beat we. We have to beat Zimbabwe. We have to. Trust me, we have to. If we don't beat Zimbabwe, we're done. You don't think so?
Wow, that's a hard one. So remember, if we win 2, we can't go through enough, so we can't beat South Africa and India.
Well, boy, if we lose think about it seriously. If we lose to Zimbabwe, how we beating South Africa and India?
It's gonna as what you're saying. If we lose to Zimbabwe, it's going to be difficult. But I think as I said before, look at how we play England. We play England fearless because it's a big match. So I think even if we lose to South Africa and India, it's going to be close. It's not going to be a no easy walkover for them. So it is going to be harder to motivate them after Zimbabwe if they lose. But I think the whole thing of you can't afford to lose the next match. It's going to be
lot of pressure.
Good, but losing to Zimbabwe is going to be I know if we lose to Zimbabwe, the life going to be disrupted.
Treasure Max.
Yes, sir.
Treasure Max. Unmute your mic, Treasure Max. Unmute your mic. God, Ian's coming back to you. Treasure Max, you hearing me?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Wagwan, talk to me. What's up?
Well, first of all, you know, the whole situation is, right, the power play. We're talking about the power play first.
Yeah, man. Talk
Okay.
to me
About 5 hours upon live right now. And each one of you guys have a team. And I am playing against all of you team. Would you want me to make more than 40 runs in the power play if you are playing against me?
Me play against you? No.
Okay, good. So we cannot assess and say that the team supposed to make this amount of runs in the power play because the other team is trying to make sure that they don't make it. So you have to play the ball. You have to play the ball by its merit.
Right, but how much as a West Indian supporter, how much you would like to see the West Indies making the power play as a supporter of the West Indies?
As I said, 75 is my top score, but 50 plus to 60 plus, I can take that.
50 or 60 odd.
50 or 60 odd, I can take that. But an average 75 is a good power play.
Don't lose any wicket.
Whether you lose a wicket or not lose none, but 75 in the power play would be good for me.
75.
Yeah. Losing 1 wicket. Put it like that. Losing a wicket.
Losing 1 wicket.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. Well, you're on course. You're on course. That's what you would like to see as a West Indian supporter.
Yeah, but I would hear other people on the platform saying that this is what they want. And they are not thinking that if they have a team, they would not want the other team to make 75 or 60 against them. So that's the same thing the team playing West Indies is thinking. We don't want them to make that amount of runs. So we should not say the guys, they should make it because, look, Italy is the fine of this World Cup. Right? A country as Italy, nobody would consider them to play this kind of cricket. And they give every team a hard time. Right? And when you come back to playing the game, every team is lukewarm except India. India is the only boiling team playing right now. Every other team is lukewarm.
We can beat India?
We can if we come to the park. That's the problem. If we don't turn up to the park, then we cannot beat nobody. We cannot even beat Oman if we don't come turn up to the park.
That's
You have to put the A game in it. You have to play to your merit.
I think as it relates to the power play, right? As it relates to the power play, one of the most important person right now in the cricketing we don't call it now. In the team that West Indies send down there in terms of support staff would be the analysts. You see the person who is analyzing, remember they're not analyzing just the players, you know. They're analyzing the pitch, they're analyzing the ground, how big, which of the pitch they're going to use it, if the breeze is blowing that direction, which side of the pitch you're going to hit, which side of the ground you're going to hit. So based on the information that the analysts will give to the coach will then say to the batsman or the team in general, we are targeting this amount of runs. because of these situation or these conditions. So it's not necessarily say you're going to sit down and say, all right, 75, 60, 100. It's just the way how you target a set of bowlers, because you know these type of bowlers are going to bowl, what type of ball they normally bowl, where you can hit them. And if when they do all of the analysis and they say to them, say, boy, this look like a 60 or this look like a 55, then you will set out to get that. But it is not just up in the air, so you just go bat. A whole lot of behind the scene analyzing going on right now.
Yeah, a lot of team. Errol, you want to say something?
Yes, yes, they would, as what Marcus said. They have behind the scene persons there who are that's their role. And see how a bowler bowl, the size of the field, which boundary is longer. There are some field at the offside, the point boundary is shorter. Some of them, the square leg boundary is shorter. Some of them, the long on is shorter. Difference. So all of these are taken into the mix. They are used as guidelines, and the analysts, as what Marcus said, would have take these to the coaching staff, the batting coach or the bowling coach, and said this is the case, and from that they would give instruction of how to play, because they have an objective. They go with an objective. Sometimes they meet it, sometimes they don't, and so on. And it's not about a team. Maybe okay, you have opponents, so you don't plan to win a game. Then don't you have opponent planning to win too? So the thing about opponent not wanting you to make it is either year one fail or it don't fail. A lot of the times, teams go there and play, and they play to a plan. We don't know if Hetmyer is weak on the offside out there. We don't know if they have seen that stroke that he made. We don't know. These are things that these analysts, these tapes, these videos, whatever they use, they go out there and work out and show them videotapes. These are things that they use as tools to make their plan. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work, but they do have a plan. Okay, we want to finish the power play at 40. Sometimes we make it, sometimes you don't. 75, I think, is a bit high. I don't think any team has made. See, someone said, no team has made 75. But if we can achieve that, it'd be good. But so far at the World Cup, no one has made 75 runs in the power play so far. If we can achieve that, that would be good for us.
Zulu Warrior, I have to call it because that the name is up. Gart.
Yes, sir.
Gart.
Yeah.
You said something very interesting, which we want to look at. You said the West Indies do not have a bowler that they feared, the team feared. And it's true. When you look on it, I remember when Narayan was playing, team would see off Narayan. When he's 4 over, you wouldn't want to take him on. Even in the CPL, you don't want to take him on. Tell me, what happened to Hussein? He's from Trinidad. He was one of the bowler that people would fear, batsmen would. What happened to Hussein?
Well, to be honest, Hussein have never really been feared. He's no Narayan. But in the power play,
yes,
he tend to bowl pretty decent because of the type of bowler that he is. But he's not like the opening batsmen and them, they don't really fear him. I mean,
it's not the Rashid. It's not the Rashid.
Exactly, like Rashid and the two Rashid from Sri Lanka, not Sri Lanka, Afghanistan and England.
Yeah,
England,
right.
And then even look at Zampa, right, from Australia.
Australia, yeah.
Once he come in, it's like, okay. In fact, let me give you a perfect example of a man right now who is feared, and he gonna be is Usman Tariq from Pakistan.
Pakistan, yeah.
Yes, and that is important to have a bowler who can control. They go just knock the ball around and see him off. And then, for the next 16 overs, you have bowlers who you're going to target. Sometimes these same bowlers, I've never really seen it happen to Narayan too often, but they could get beat. Look at, you remember Badri?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So, we had Badri and Narayan. So that is basically 8 overs there where they're going to take it easy. As you could remember, in one of the finals that West Indies played, West Indies only make 130-something runs against Sri Lanka, in the final. But we had the bowling. And then when you look at the Sri Lanka batting with Jayawarden and all them guys, it was very surprising that West Indies actually, was able to defend that score. But 2020 have evolved. And as Errol, we were saying earlier, or Marcus, right? It's analytics. So everybody gets studied. Everybody gets studied. And it's not, that's the new thing, especially like in baseball now. You have guys who sit down and analyze everything about a player. But as a player, when you're playing cricket, you have to be smart. And that's one thing sometimes I don't like about West Indies. We just play some game. You have to be smart.
Your audio there.
You move, man. The audio, your audio. Go back to.
I didn't move. I guess something happened, but I didn't move. I still the same place.
All right, we're hearing you now. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was saying is that analytics have taken over sports altogether. Baseball, football, everything. So everybody gets studied. So ain't nothing new coming in. But the batsmen with West Indies, we have to play smart cricket. Look at the game with Australia and Sri Lanka. Australia plays stupid cricket. If you have a power play of you 100 and something for one in the 9th or the 12th over, why do you get bowled out for? Why do you lose? Why do you reach 180? They bat stupid. And when you're batting stupid, that's what has happened. We gotta play smart cricket.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Judge,
Yeah.
no bowler is feared in the West Indies team.
No, not at the present moment, sir.
So
There's no.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, so you're saying that the team don't really sit down and say, boy, we have to see because Hussein usually get 2 wickets in the power play, but he's not doing that anymore.
No, to be honest, I don't analyze the cricket like that, and I respect everybody else's opinion. The way I look at cricket, cricket play at his merit. Did any one of us on the platform would believe that Narayan would bowl a maiden over as a super over? No, to be honest, answer that question.
No. So
Okay, good. So this is what I'm saying. The game is a game of glorious uncertainty. All we have to do is to play it on its merit when it comes to you. Play it the way it comes to you. Back in the days, you didn't have scoop shot where people are bat left-handed and turn around. You get what I'm saying? No, they are doing it.
That's why no, it's different. It's not really. It's a play on the spirit, It's planning. It's proper planning as well. So if you don't plan properly for a type of
the background, there's a disturbance. It's one of the mic there.
When you're just getting started, or you're
somebody turn off.
One of the mic needs to be muted. One of the mic there, the background.
Who's Max? Judge Max, is your background?
No,
I don't think it's text on.
No, but the other guy is muted.
No,
Marcus,
you can know from there. You can know from there, Host. You should be able to.
Yeah. So Marcus, it's not what I'm saying when I said play on his merit, You are the batsman out there, so you are gonna see the ball that is coming to you, or you gonna initiate that shot. The coach can't tell you how to play the shot, you know, and you go and play the shot where you see I come to you.
But
Yeah,
Chejo,
but some of the time, you know, based on how the field is set, you know, you will know the type of ball that is coming, you know. Or
No,
you can premeditate the type of ball or the shot that you're going to play. You see it a lot of time. You know that there is one. You wait one second. You know that there is one short ball that you can bowl in each over, and the bowler bowl the short ball, the third ball at the over. You now know say you don't have to go on your back foot for the next ball, you know, because you can bowl that ball short again. So you can premeditate a shot before you're ahead of the
hold on,
bowler.
Marcus.
There's
Hold
still
on.
a disturbance there in the
Hold
background.
on, wait. Hold on. Wait.
You tuned it up. You feel up to it.
I think it's probably somebody like a TV.
Somebody is playing. I'm saying, hold on, wait. Let me say something. Zulu is muted. Is Treasure Max?
Treasure, I think it takes them.
Treasure, is your system? Something is playing in the background, Treasure. You have to turn it off. Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah, the thing is, as we said before, the cricket reach a stage where you can analyze a bowler and a batsman and come up with a plan. Sometimes it work, sometimes it don't work. And as the bowler, as the batsman, you have to know that somebody is studying you and try to make changes to your game to improve and the product that you put out there. So is it that batsman go and they practice some shots? If the same Johnson Charles that we have on the bench there, Johnson Charles start reverse, Chase do some reverse sweeping as well. So you have to add things. The bowlers now will try to bowl the slow ball, the half cutter, the leg cutter. So you have to do things now that you have to have variety so that when even if you study me, you sometimes you don't know what is coming because of the different varieties that I have. When you get predictable now, then problem. But we don't, as I said before, we don't really have a bowler that the other countries probably they might say what's his name? Hussein. We just need to get a left-hander playing against Hussein in the first couple of overs. Shamar, Ford is moving the ball, so you know that is a different dimension as well. So we don't really have no big bowler apart from Hussein, who was number one of the time. But you just take proper planning right now, proper planning and execution.
Okay, let me ask God this. God,
Yeah, go ahead.
are you comfortable with Samina changing up the team?
Yes, I was one of the guys who believe that we don't make any changes, because the thing about it, I heard somebody had said earlier, right? If we make a change and Johnson Charles come and make 100, what we gonna do now? I mean, so I was happy with no changes.
Yeah.
Full steam ahead. Let's go with what we have, because to me, our bench is not as strong as we would like it to be. Unfortunately, if somebody get injured, then we go with what we have. But play your best team and go down fighting. That's the way I feel about the whole situation.
Okay. Treasure, you turn off the background, Treasure?
Yeah, man, I never me, but me do what me have to do, because since I me, it's part one. So.
It's still happening.
Yeah, and I don't have nothing going on, you see?
But I don't, because I still hearing. Treasure, you were very strong the other night that Sammy must not change the team. So so we don't know what happened with Brandon King. He failed and he hit his head. So we don't know. We don't know if he will be. I'm gonna do some reading tomorrow to find out if he is injured or he's up. What you say? No change at all.
Well, if Brandon King is not fit, you cannot play somebody who is not fit. But if the person is fit, you're playing.
So yeah, so if he's fit, you say don't change nobody.
Don't change. So just as God said, why you don't change too?
What I'm saying, is it that you all do not trust the people? God alluded to that a while ago. Say they are not strong. Is it that you do not trust the people who's on the bench? You don't trust them? None at all?
Look. When your bench becomes a chair, that's when you don't trust it. Because the bench can hold more than one person. The chair can only hold one person. See if you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't change.
So when you're going to put all the trust in a one person, it's not gonna work. But Charles was and Charles were. We are looking for people that is. But no, we are talking about no, we're not talking about in the past. Charles was and were. You understand what I'm saying? He did his best, and I appreciate him for it, and I commend him for it. But time is time, man. He shouldn't be down there. Evan Lewis should have been down there.
Oh boy. People, the verdict is out. Don't change a winning team.
Leroy cannot do that.
Leroy Somali saying that too. Errol, we have waited for you a little while. Errol, let's change gear now. The group that the West Indies is in for the Super 8. Group 1, India, South Africa, West Indies, Zimbabwe. It will be played in India. Does it favor the West Indies?
Maybe a bit. Yeah, they are more accustomed to West Indies of all. It's not the same players, mark you. I think Older is one of them that came out of the 2006. Did he play in 2016? Older? He was on the squad.
Older
was on, Older was not the squad when we won that 2016.
Jason Older?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was there. So I'm saying that albeit that we seem to play in favor India condition. I don't know if because some of our players play the IPL just like other team players do. But I prefer there to Sri Lanka. I don't know. Sri Lanka pitches is what I heard. They are more adaptable to spin. And as such, it would have been in the West Indies' favor to play their matches in India. The opponents, it was South Africa there, Zampa. India has one, but it's not a tearaway bowler as what our analysts they alluded to, like Rashid and all of that. So I think it is better for them to play their matches in India as opposed to Sri Lanka. They still have a lot of work to do though, because as I said, if they can start the top eight on a winning note, that augurs well for them. As he alluded to, the analyst there said, if we lose that first game, it's going to be very tough for us to advance.
Okay. Got good. India good condition for us. We have players who play in the IPL. They say India in good ground for us. We are in group 1, India, South Africa, West Indies, Zimbabwe. Good for us?
Yes, I think we tend to play better in India, because if you look at our history through the years in Sri Lanka, we don't ever win in Sri Lanka. We always in trouble in Sri Lanka. Yeah, go back to the days of Brian Lara, when Lara scored 600 and something runs in Sri Lanka, and we lose every test match. So Sri Lanka is not a good place for we to play cricket.
Yeah. Mark, let me go to Treasure Box. Treasure Box. Oh, it's mute. Let me mute
Yeah,
him.
go ahead.
Playing in India for West Indies, you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, because most of the West Indian them playing at the IPL, so they know the temperature, they know what the pitch is like. So, as God just said, in Sri Lanka we don't have a good winning average in Sri Lanka. So I would rather play in India.
You rather be playing in India. And
Yeah.
you see the group India, South Africa, West Indies, they coming out? Zimbabwe.
Well, as we say, we have to get past Zimbabwe first, and Zimbabwe is not a pushover. And if we get past Zimbabwe, then anything can happen. Cause the game is a game of glorious uncertainty.
Okay. Marcus playing in India, West Indies.
Very good for us, no? The
Yeah.
condition that we used to most of our players, I can't say who I think I'm not sure if Brandon King getting the IPL experience as yet, but most of our players play in the IPL, so they are used to. And I think this is one of the blessing for us. I don't think we don't play any match in Sri Lanka. So if we are going all the way, we're not going to play in Sri Lanka because I think the semi-final and the final is playing in India. I stand corrected. So it's going to be it's good for us. The conditions that are in India, we are kind of used to it, and so but subcontinent and the spinning. So let's hope. And to be honest, I don't see a pitch that we can say, boy, the pitch play bad. Most of the pitches have been balanced so far. You can make runs and you can get wicket if you bowl well. So good for us, and we don't have to get used to a new condition because we're already in India playing.
Errol, what's the ideal what's the score against Zimbabwe? What we are watching the match? You are watching the match and you see West Indies make this score. You can say yes, we have something to hold on with. What is score you're looking at?
Anything between 180 to 200.
Oh, 180 to 200.
Yeah.
Got.
Yes, sir.
What's the score West Indies should make against Zimbabwe for you to be comfortable batting first?
If we bat first, we don't make 225, we in trouble. And let me tell you why.
225? Really?
Yes.
You don't think that too much?
No. Because
Right,
let me tell you why. You see the boy Bennett right now? You know
yes.
Bennett?
Yes.
He is in a purple patch.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to bat them out of the game. With 235, they will be under pressure from the first, and pressure was pipe. But anyhow, I want to just make one point a little different from this, right?
Go ahead.
When IPL started, West Indian made that league.
Yes.
And after that league was made, they dash away.
Yes.
Now, if we have 4 people in it, we're lucky.
That's true.
And we made that league since 2009.
Yes. Gail, every one of them was there. Yeah, man.
I'm telling you. And that is
Quality.
such a shame.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Go ahead, Marcus.
No, I said it's just in terms of the IPL, it's just equality.
The quality drop and other people, right?
The quality in West Indies drop. Because, all right, let's say you own a franchise in India. Which are the West Indian them you would really want in your you would go to buy. You want that player. Who would you buy?
Good point there.
Good point. Yeah.
No. Because if you look player for player, position for position in terms of batting or bowling, the world catch up with you and pass. So you have to look at that as well in terms of, even though we make the league, the other players in the world have kind of gone leave us right now. And if you notice, Shamar Joseph got a little stint down there, and if he do, and he got that stint not playing 2020, you know, he got that stint based off bowling down Australia there, you know. So sometimes it's marketing as well. The player is hot now. They just buy him, bring a lot of attention to their team. But the question as it relates to the score, if we bat first, we have to come big. As Garth is saying that Bennett is in Bennett, and the captain is in good form. I don't think Bennett get out as yet in the World Cup. I think all of the games in not out. So he's the anchor for the team. And if you watch a game against Sri Lanka, their captain, when it takes about three to 4 balls or 5 balls to get in, and after that, he said in the interview that he just wanted to feel, and from he feel the first ball come out of the middle of the bat, he know he's going to have a good day. So we have to, if we bat first, we have to make a score that they have to go from ball one.
Yeah. My problem is, and anyone can take it now. My problem is we have made 200. So why are we pushing it to 230? We have made 200 yet.
What's the most we have made so far?
196.
Okay, so that is not 200, but yes, maybe that's pushing it a bit. It is over. How many runs are over? More than 10. That's a lot. It would be good if we could do that, but I think the analyst there is bearing that it's not every time we are going to get out the West Indies out of trouble, so to speak. Take, for example, the match in Italy. The bowlers, they bowled well, and so on. 165 is not a high score, but it's not at all times. We need to give the bowlers make them more comfortable, and so on. Maybe pushing them against the wall when you make a 160 or 150 or 140. But it's not all the thing. We have the quality teams, opponents we are up against. We have to be making more runs. I said 165, 175, I made it a minimum of 180. Maybe 230 and 230 is a bit too much asking for. But if we can make it, definitely the bowler would be more comfortable.
Yeah. Treasure Max.
Yeah, I'm surprised, because I was told that if a team make Ghana 100 and plus for 1 wicket, there is no reason why that team not supposed to make 200 plus. Once they find themselves at 100 plus runs, losing 1 wicket. And I am saying to myself again that the team that is bowling to me, I might find those bowlers at the beginning very hittable, so I hit them all over the place. But here comes a new bowler that put me back on the back foot. So you cannot ask me to make 200 runs because I only lose 2 wickets. Because the opponent is making sure that I don't make 150.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to play the ball by its merit. So averagely, I'm looking for the West Indies to make 180 to 190. 200 plus, I will take it, but I'm not looking for it.
180, 190. That's where, you're not bad off, yeah.
This is a good point, with Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe has not played in India so far, so they have to make the adjustment. So Zimbabwe
That's a good one,
play their matches in Sri Lanka, so they have to come over now to make the adjustment. I think probably the pitches over Sri Lanka is a bit slower than the ones in India. So probably that's just the adjustment that they have to make in terms of their batting.
Someone Sherwin said something, and something come to my mind here. God, he said we are not making 180 when King bats long. King and Chase, do you think that they are holding up the process? God.
Yeah, well, the thing about King, he haven't made any runs, but he haven't wasted too many balls. And wasting balls and not making runs, to me, is better you're out than waste balls. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And Chase, we know Chase only comes in when we lose early wickets and he have to come and consolidate.
Yes.
Well, let me make another point too, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing about the West Indies batting is, as I said before, we bat from 1 to 15. And we haven't fired yet totally.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere along the line, we're going to fire.
You'll get it right.
So I am expecting we to fire against Zimbabwe. And if we fire against Zimbabwe, we will bat them out of the game.
Yeah, the West Indies are batting right down to 1-2. They right down,
Well, that's my point. And West Indies is a team that we like Pakistan. One day we could be like this, and next day we could be like this. So maybe when we play Zimbabwe, is a getaway game. Because I'm telling you, you's a Jamaican, I's a Trinidadian, Errol is Jamaican.
Yeah.
The next man is Jamaican. So three Jamaican. Okay, right. I live in America. I live in the Bronx.
Yes,
right?
I live in Canada.
But listen, Rovman Powell, I'm telling you, before this series is done, he gonna mash up something.
You feel so?
I know so. I'm telling you.
Rovman, well, you said before it does. Let's hope it don't. Yeah.
Well, that's it. And the other day I made a statement like this. I want man to score runs when it matters.
Yeah.
Okay? You remember Marlon Samuels, Lendell Simmons, Chris Gayle. You remember? Did you see that game with Chris Gayle against the Australian fast bowler? I was watching it on a documentary what day it was. But he nearly killed Brett Lee. You saw that?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So I am expecting Rovman to break out sometime. And once he get going, him and Pollard, them man and them. So, and I hope, because as I tell you before, we need to beat Zimbabwe. If we don't beat Zimbabwe, we're done. Period.
Make a point here. So it will be good. If it will be good, if as I said, the King and the Powells come to the party against Zimbabwe, because Zimbabwe is as what Guard said, is a must-win match if we are going to progress.
Yeah. So, but Errol, the King and the Chase, Errol says something that Chase don't waste the ball. He go for it or either get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I was. Yes. Chase. We want him to be like a Marlon Samuel of the West Indies. You know, we want him to be. He's not Marlon Samuel, but we want him to play that role. Okay. Consolidation of the innings there is not merely to prevent the fall of wickets. Including that, consolidation there also means that the person can be you can't have too many dot balls. In the last game, I think Chase had some dot ball, where 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 out of an over was dot ball, and then he tried to bat himself out of the situation. No, West Indies has had a problem with rotation of strike. Their problem is that, and that's what Marcus alluded to earlier when he spoke, that because West Indies have had a problem with rotation of strike in the middle overs there, the 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on, the middle overs. It is good that we have a foundation, something to buffer like. So a 60 or 70 or even more, as Treasure alluded to, would be good because we don't rotate strike well. Chase has to learn that is consolidation is not only preventing the loss of any further wickets.
Zulu, wait, hold on. Zulu, turn off your camera. Turn off your camera. Please, turn off your camera. You can do that? Zulu.
Yeah.
Can be from there.
Turn off your camera. Sorry, Zulu. We have to remove your Zulu.
Okay.
Zulu, sorry about that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, as I was saying, consolidation of an innings don't necessarily mean that you prevent the further loss of wickets. Consolidation also includes the rotation of strike. So if you can get 2 or 3 runs of over, or even 4, okay, the person at the other end probably is a swashbuckling the person who will get the occasional 4 and 6. But you can't be using up too many. You can't be having too many dot balls and say, yes, he's preventing any further loss of wickets. No, you're putting the other batsmen into trouble that way. And so Chase role there, he has to recognize that, yes, he's there playing a Marlon Samuel role, but how it is best played is also to rotate the strike and not to eat up too many balls.
Okay. Welcome everyone that is just joining. Welcome everyone. If you are late, we are just discussing. We discuss Zimbabwe, we discuss Pakistan versus New Zealand, we discuss the opening, we discuss how many runs you think West Indies will made against Zimbabwe. We said West Indies cannot lose this match against Zimbabwe. Commentators are saying that it's more Zimbabwe because Zimbabwe came to a tougher group than the West Indies. They said West Indies came to an easy group. They get associated teams. Zimbabwe defeated Australia and they defeated Sri Lanka. We discussed that. We just talking. 6, welcome. The topic is everything. Yeah. So we are here. Marcus, Chase, and King. Holding up the top order, not making enough runs up there.
Well, I guess as I said before with Chase is sending more.
Sorry, Marcus, hold on. Sorry. As this says thing, wait. Got, there's a reason why I have to take you off, all right? Let me just apologize for that. August, the man from South Africa who live in China, welcome. As soon as Marcus is finished, I'm gonna come to you, all right? All right, August. Yeah, Marcus.
Yeah, I think as I said before, Chase role is kind of, I don't want to put him as a Marlon King. No, sorry, Marlon Samuels.
Yeah.
I don't really want to put him as that because I don't recall Marlon Samuels batting position changing based on if we lose wicket, yes or no.
Yes. He
Chase,
was cemented. You know,
Yeah.
a Marlon come down.
right. So Chase only come in early if we lose a 2 wickets. And you want some form of consolidation. For me, still, you know, we use him when we lose 2 wickets, but I wouldn't use him unless we lose 3.
So you still go with the flow?
Yeah, we still go with the flow. When you send him in the power play, if we lose 2 wickets, we have a whole heap of catch up to do. And if you see that in the Italy game, he basically tried to get out, basically, because he realized him not helping the team. But if you had sent a Rutherford after Hetmyer got out, it would continue the flow, because Rutherford is in form, and the same left-right combination right there, same way. So I wouldn't send him unless there's 3 wickets down in the power play. And with Brandon King now, you have to realize that Brandon King are trying to find form, you know. So he might use up a couple of balls because he's trying to find form. You have some batsmen who, when they're out of form, they try to hit their way back into form. Brandon King look like one of them players who can hit them way back into form. It look like him have to feel the ball and the bat. So it have to hit the middle of the bat, It might go to the fielder, but I see that is the way that he's trying to get back in form. And if them not drop him, he might use the game to try to get back into form. So him just a play to how he is used to himself as a player.
Okay. Sherwin, you said yes. Start. You said Sherwin sound like a Zimbabwean. What you say? Sherwin said what gonna make 10. What you say? What don't see what making more than 10 runs versus Zimbabwe? Boy, I tell you, you're the easy at all. Errol, let's go. No. Agas, welcome.
Hello, guys. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Thank you.
South Africa is in West Indies group. We want to mash you up. You understand mash up?
Yeah. Big time.
Oh, we are going to destroy you.
Yeah. You see, for me, right, West Indies and Zimbabwe, I know Zimbabwe is in form, right? But there's a glaring weakness in their team, and that's their batting. If you notice, after Sikandar Raza, there's not much batting. So West Indies definitely need to take early wickets against Zimbabwe, and they win that match.
Early wickets.
So yeah, they don't really have finishers.
So the star who again? Who the star for Zimbabwe? Marcus Bennett.
Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett is the anchor. Bennett is the
anchor, exactly.
Yeah, Bennett bat through the innings.
So August, what you said? If we get Bennett early, we in for the kill.
Yeah, I think so. And remember, he's not going to hurt you because he's just going to score mostly run a ball. That's what he's been doing throughout the tournament.
The batter around him.
And if you look at it, right, that game, if it wasn't for Sikandar Raza, you know, they could have lost that match. So if they quite dependent on him, and he's the only finisher there, you know.
Oh, he's the captain.
Yes. So it's a big weakness, and the thing is with the teams that they played, right? Sri Lanka and Australia this team is just very, very weak, you know. They just in a mental state, skill wise, I don't know. They don't have it in them, you know. And then the Sri Lanka game was a good game, but even with Sri Lanka, they're very inconsistent as well, you know. You see, they even lost to England, right? was a whitewash in that series.
I got stay on the line because Sunday is a game. That South Africa India match that could go down as that is a tough one. But we're gonna win Monday. And then based on what happened, we'll see it go.
But one thing, guys. One thing before I go, the thing with India for me, guys, you have to take 8 overs out of the game already. With Chakravarti,
say that
we
again?
have to take 8 overs out of the game when we're batting, and that's my concern because Chakravarti and Bumrah, those 8 overs is a big problem, and that's why I say if India gets over 200 or even 200. It's a big problem because what happens is Bumrah and Chakravarti comes and just immediately takes 8 overs out of the game. So
you actually batted 12 overs.
That's the problem for me. And it's been consistent if you really look at it.
If you look at the
you look at the series against New Zealand and South Africa. Those two guys, man, they won them the game, because they're so economical and they keep taking wickets. So that's my concern for West Indies and South Africa. That's a big one for me.
All right. Respect, man. Respect, Agat. Respect as always for passing.
Okay, guys, take it easy, man. I got some stuff to do, but I'll speak to you guys soon.
Yeah,
take care.
I'll make sure you come back when that match I want to see, Respect, man. Come back tomorrow night too. I will.
Definitely. Okay. Right. Bye-bye, guys.
Yeah. Treasure Max.
Yo.
Treasure Max, if Brandon King can't play based on what happened with his injury, we don't know what happened. Who are you playing, Charles or Samson? Samson is the young boy, Charles is the next one.
To be honest, I would play Samson. And the reason I would play Samson...
You're not playing just Charles?
No. I am playing for the future. I'm not playing for... You get what I'm saying?
Yo,
people. If we play Johnson Charles and we lose, we have to move on to next year. And we can't move on with Johnson Charles. So this is why I would play Samson. To see what is there that we're moving on with. Johnson Charles is, Johnson Charles was, Johnson Charles were. We are playing with people who are right now is. See, I don't know if you know English. I understand what I'm saying. Johnson Charles was, Johnson Charles were. There is a thing about cricket. If the game cricket leave you, stay home and drink rum. But if you leave cricket, you can go back to the game.
So cricket leave Johnson Charles?
Oh God, man, the cricket gone long time past Johnson Charles, man. Long time. I just name Johnson Charles and leave off. Come on. Johnson Charles coming like Carlos Brathwaite right now in the West Indies cricket.
Remember the name.
You got right. Remember the name. That's it.
All right. What first? Thompson or Charles? Brandon King can't play. If he cannot play Monday.
None of them.
None of them?
I play Matthew Ford and Shepherd.
Up at the top?
No, I would put Moti
to open. Oh yeah.
To go and pinch it. But make the sense Moti to go and pinch it and we work with Hope at 3. And then you see him batting order going down. But
you're carrying a man now. If what he's going to Hope, you're carrying a man. Because King is out.
You might carrying Shepherd.
Oh, you carrying Shepherd.
Yeah.
My play Ford and Shepherd.
Okay, yes, that is.
So something that would open Hope and Moti and then
But Johnson Charles is already opener down there, So you're not playing?
No, we can't try Johnson Charles now. We have to play with persons who in the team already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Makes sense.
Hard
If he had played
hard
in this game, maybe he would.
yeah, it's hard to go try Johnson Charles now against. Yeah, I mean, I think King just get shake up. Him alright, man. Just
okay.
a little shake up him get. Him good. You know, you catch a ball and you're off balance. So
He is feeling now.
yeah,
Make a
man, you
point
look
here.
good.
Yeah.
You see, and I hope Cody, you see, he's a student of the game, man, in his time, Cody, the coach of Zimbabwe, the bowling coach. And he would have worked, and that's how Cody normally do, work out his batsmen, and so on, bowl tirelessly and him work out his batsmen. I don't know in the shorter version if his coaching style is that to his bowlers. But Walsh there at the helm and so on, that's a factor, Probably Walsh is maybe a bit of a tearaway bowler, but he has, if they can follow his instruction and so on, the bowling team will be something to will be very good.
Okay. All right, guys, let's get something clear because 6, I see you asking a question. What happened when we play? What happened in the match against Italy? When we played that match? It was what? Wednesday night? What happened is that if you were watching the match 6, yes, you were watching, you were on the live. You saw where King fell trying to catch a ball, he dropped it, fell, and hit his head. He left the field and he didn't come back. All right, Samson came out and sealed for him. I do not get any report that he's injured. I'm just saying. If he cannot play, let's say he cannot play because of that, who would you play in his position? People are giving their and some people are saying no Johnson Charles. People are saying Johnson Charles. Got?
Yes, sir.
You're good now, sir? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Tell me now, God. Who would you play?
Mark,
If you can play so Monday morning, who would you play?
I'm going with Marcus. Shepherd and did he say Shepherd and Ford?
Yes, Shepherd and Ford.
As the next man say, I forget the name. Johnson Charles was and were.
So you're not playing Johnson Charles?
Not today, not tomorrow, and not next week. I done with Johnson Charles. My initial feeling is Johnson Charles shouldn't even be there. You understand? This is not the Zooks. I done Johnson Charles, no. So I ain't playing Sam Snyder. I playing as Marcus say, Shepherd and Ford. And let we go from there. We go open with Moti and Hope. We gonna do a Narayan special. You remember when they used to let Narayan come in and pinch it?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do because we have batting all the way down. So we gonna survive. Even if Moti get one ball, that's okay.
Yeah, we try something different.
Yeah, Johnson, let Johnson hold water. That's it. I done with he.
Is a lot of team Narayan open the batting for,
Yeah,
lot of team. It probably work 50% of the time, but there's a lot of team in do it for.
Exactly.
So people, seriously, I thought I was the only one that problem with Johnson Charles. But since this live has started, I saw a lot of people. But hear me now. Seriously, Johnson Charles is an established opener. Johnson Charles have gone to 4 or 5 of these World Cups. He was there 2016 and so on. Are you telling me that what Marcus said, somebody say it in the chat here, you would put Moti here, you'd run an experiment of putting Moti and keep out Charles? I don't think Sammy will do that.
Yeah, but you don't want to go in there now to try to find out if Charles have any farm. You know that you know what you're going to get for Moti. You give him a role, So go and hit the ball, sir. If it work, because look at it now. We're playing with Brandon King and Hope. And one of them get out early, basically all the games. So we're still playing the same way. So if we get a motive to come and open and try to go with the early pace or go with the game, it's either it work or it don't work. If it work, good. If it don't work, then we revert to what we have been doing so far. Hetmyer come in and if we lose the next wicket, we have chase or whatever. But it's not going to make a difference now. A big difference if Moti come out open, because we're already losing early wicket if he gets out early, and if it work, we guarantee you say he will hit some ball very far.
Oh boy. And what about Samson? Some people are saying give Samson a chance. Yeah, what you saying, Treasure Max?
Yeah, was. I heard you said a while ago that Johnson Charles is an established batsman, right?
Established opener, yes.
Okay. How many established business you know that called bankruptcy?
Treasure Max, yeah, go too hard, man. Why problem you have so much with Charles, brother? We think I was the one who have problem with Charles.
But you know, we said this earlier in probably a couple of days ago. You see, if they get John, if they had given Johnson Charles a game in the Italy game, you know, Johnson Charles would make some runs, you know.
Yes.
Johnson Charles would have made some runs.
And then what happened?
And then you're in a problem now because once you pick Johnson Charles, you know, make runs, you know. Yeah. So right now, Johnson Charles. The only reason why I'm going to play Johnson Charles now is because I don't know nothing about what he's doing. No, and it is a Super 8. So that's why I wanted them to play him from the Italy game, so you could know what is happening there. But not now. You can't just go play him now and don't know what kind of form he is in.
The Shanil, who's there every night with us. Shanil, I think we talk about this so many times. We say we can't move Hetmyer. Shanil say if we try Hetmyer, we can't move Hetmyer, Shanil. Hetmyer good. You see, Hetmyer good, man. Hetmyer good. Osman.
Good night.
What go on now? What say you? What go on? What you up to?
Good night, everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat.
Good night, Osman.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't here. I wasn't able to come on last night. Busy at work. Still busy tonight, but here in the slandering of Johnson Charles, so I had to come in his defense. And again, I am of Jamaican. Johnson Charles are St. Lucian, so I should be biased on the part of King, but I am not. Right? I don't think King is injured. I think I saw a video today, a reel actually on the West Indies page, where they were celebrating their advance into the Super 8. Holder was there doing some form of chanting. The camera went on Hope. He seemed fine to me sitting down. I think he raised his hand or something of that sort. So I don't think he's injured. But if
King,
the case King, that's King. Yes, King. So if the case is that he is not fit to play, probably because of the hit on the head, probably he's not fit to play. What I want to find out from you guys, what is the logic? To me, it seems as if there's a lot of talking based on feelings, so less more than on factual information. What is the logic behind we not supporting another opener in the form of Johnson Charles? I don't see it. Given the what has happened this year with the team, I don't see Johnson Charles playing worse at cricket than what Brandon King is actually doing. No, I don't see it. So I want to find out what is the logic behind it. because a lot of persons have so much problem. I hear a man say prefer put in, as what Marcus said, probably put in Moti in to pinch it. And if Moti outs in one ball, then we're fine with it. And I don't get it. What is the logic behind that? So you'd prefer to put in Moti to open, to pinch it. And if Moti swings at the first ball and caught out, right? You'd prefer that rather than putting Johnson Charles, who is much more experienced, will probably give you 20 off 8 balls.
But if you realize, you know, the coach.
No. Mm-hmm.
The coach don't rate Johnson Charles, because if the coach rate,
and I disagree with you, because if the coach didn't rate Johnson Charles wouldn't be picked over Evan Lewis.
Okay. Yeah, but if the coach rate Johnson Charles would have gotten a game for King already.
I disagree. I disagree with that. I totally disagree.
When would you play him then? Since he's that good, when would you play him?
And I said, which you also have alluded to before, Marcus, which is you're being quite contradicting tonight. You said before you would support Johnson Charles coming in if King is injured. If it's a case where King is injured. Over you're saying tonight, and I think you said it probably last night as well.
Yep.
That you would also agree to put in Moti to pinch it, which I'm saying it makes no sense, right?
The reason why I'm saying that now, is because we have Johnson Charles play no game.
And if
if Johnson Charles had played in the Italy game, then I would make a better decision, a different decision if he is in form. But we don't see him none at all. You're going to put in somebody who we don't see none at all in a game that is so crucial right now.
But it's the same thing applies to Moti. What is the difference between Moti and Johnson Charles? We have not seen Moti pinch it in any of the games so far. So in this world, I'm talking about in this World Cup. I'm not talking about before.
Yep.
Right?
Does the mere fact for not bringing in Johnson Charles, that's the reason why I would put Moti up there. But to bring in Johnson Charles now, it's not going to. I don't think it's going to be of any significant benefit.
And I would also like to make the point as well that bringing in Moti to pinch it is a greater liability to the team, right? Rather than using Johnson Charles to open, who would probably higher probability of giving you some runs. So what I find very discouraging, right? We all are of the agreement that given the run of form coming into the World Cup, Johnson Charles has not made any substantial runs. Evan Lewis has, and it was quite weird that Evan Lewis is not there. We are all of agreement in that. But Evan
Lewis never have any form either.
He had better form than Johnson Charles. Are you in agreement of that?
Yeah, but one of the reasons for Johnson Charles, is not only because the opening is there as a backup wicket keeper as well.
So Evan Lewis can keep?
Say that again, sorry.
Evan Lewis can keep?
No, sir. Only see Evan Lewis keep.
All right, hold on. Gentlemen, we could go on and on. One of the strongest person also, man, against Johnson Charles is Treasure. So let me hear what Treasure is saying. And then Mario, we're gonna close up, Mario. We have 9 minutes remaining. So we have tomorrow night, Mario. I think why you never come up earlier, man. Mario, come on, man. Treasure, what are you saying?
Okay, if West Indies win the World Cup, ain't Johnson Charles gonna get a medallion? Two.
A medal, yes.
Okay. So this is me. This is I listened to what is name again? Just come on a while ago.
Osman.
Ottoman. No, by rating Johnson Charles and taking him down there. That's what Darren Sammy did, rating Johnson Charles, just to make him be a part of the team that if West Indies win, he get a medal too. But otherwise from that, that's where it is for Johnson Charles. That's where the ratings the coach give him to bring him down there as a countryman. Nothing else. Because somebody just said a while ago, Evan Lewis can keep too. He keep already. So Evan Lewis could fit in for keeping and batting. Shea Hope is the same thing.
Yeah, Mario, tomorrow night, man. Come early. Sorry
So,
about that.
so this Johnson Charles saga should start now. Virgin and friends on the platform, Johnson Charles was and were. Simple like that. Call it bankruptcy. If
Osman.
I disagree. I disagree.
Make a response. Because we want to close out. We want to change and close out. Yeah.
If King, as I said before, if King is not fit to play, I think on merit, right? I think we should go with Johnson Charles, right? And if they're going to switch up the batting order, I don't mind Matthew Ford, as I said before in previously, that I wouldn't mind Matthew Ford coming in and opening the batting. I don't think we should try and put in Moti to do any form of pinch hitting, right? I don't think we should do that in a match that we a lot of the persons were saying that we need to win. I don't understand the guy saying that we need to win this match, right? And if we don't win, we're going to come out of the tournament. But yet we're supporting somebody to go in and pinch it. That is what I don't understand.
So what's so wrong with pinch hitting?
I mean, it's because it is 90%. It doesn't work out, and 10% it does. In a game that we 100% need to win.
So how much percent you would give Johnson Charles?
I would give Johnson Charles probably a 40-60 workout. Probably 35-75. 35-65. 35 it works out, 65 it doesn't. Rather than Moti, not 10% it does and 90% it doesn't.
But you know that by not bringing in Johnson Charles and playing Ford and Shepherd, you would strengthen
which I think is a big mistake. Which I think is a big mistake on the path of the coach. I was in a strong agreement for the coach to take out Brandon King in the Italy match, knowing that it was a dead rubber, had no bearings on the Super 8. And I said, try another person, right, in the opening position to see where we are at, right? It so happened that probably Brandon King might not play. As I said, I haven't seen any official release that he's injured. Probably he won't play. Now we're in a situation where of uncertainty. We don't know if Brandon King is going to play, and we don't know if he's going to play, right? So we are now speculating that probably who we're going to use now in the opening position. When it would be a better case if we had seen Johnson Charles or anybody else for that matter in the Italy game. If we had gave someone else an opportunity, so we would know in a better position to see where we're at going into the Super 8 rather than a spot of uncertainty. Which is why I said poor coaching on the part of Darren Sammy, not making any changes in the Italy match.
Right now, if I could not bring Evan Lewis, I not bring in Charles. This youth from Joel Andrews, I think his name, he played a couple of series as well, and he's more a brighter prospect than that we should have brought, because he's a wicket keeper as well. He opened the batting as well, so I don't know why Johnson Charles at this stage. But It's going to be difficult to bring in anybody right now. Trust me. Difficult.
All right. So good debate, Jacob people. I enjoyed it, but we have to we're gonna switch. I'm gonna ask some question. We're trying to close out. Yeah, seriously. Got you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
We're going over group 2. Who coming out of group 2? England, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, New Zealand.
I would say New Zealand. In fact, boy, I don't know. I would say England and Pakistan.
England and Pakistan. Tomorrow is Pakistan versus New Zealand. Who take it?
I go in with the inconsistent Pakistan. Hopefully, they decide to play cricket tomorrow.
Right. Osman, coming up the line. Osman.
Yeah, I agree with Gart. If the pitch is doing anything out of the ordinary, I would have to back the 8,000 spinners that Pakistan has in their arsenal. There's so much of them. So if the pitch is if the pitch is doing anything, turning anything of that sort, I would back Pakistan. If not, then I'm going with New Zealand. So it's a 50-50 to me. It depends on the strip that they're playing on. So it's kind of hard.
Who coming out of group 2?
Pakistan and England. I think England has something to prove. And
England, they don't play their best game yet, you know. So
yeah, but I believe you see that's the thing with England. England batting pedigree. They probably have not yet clicked, but I believe that with a little recent form, I think they're going to do well. And they're not bad players of spin. So I expect them to do well.
Okay. Errol, group 2. Who you think coming out?
I think aside a team that is playing spinning down by Sri Lanka. These games are playing in Sri Lanka. The group 2 games are playing in Sri Lanka, aren't they?
This group is playing in Sri Lanka.
Yes, group 2. It's really it depends on the wicket, but they are more prone to spin bowling and so on. So the side that has good spinners, the England with Rashid, and Sri Lanka has some too, but Pakistan there. So I would say Pakistan and England.
Pakistan and England. And tomorrow, who you say again? Pakistan versus New Zealand.
Pakistan. The spin is that spin factor there, because the games are being played in Sri Lanka. I think it's going to impact the game.
Marcus, who live in group 2?
New Zealand, Sri Lanka.
New Zealand, Sri Lanka. That means Pakistan lose tomorrow.
Yeah, man, Pakistan losing tomorrow. Pakistan losing tomorrow. Remember, New Zealand more consistent than them right now. I think they're going. I think New Zealand going to get the better of them.
Okay. So Mario is saying Sri Lanka, New Zealand. Okay, Mario. All right, cool. No England. You're not carrying England, Pakistan. All right.
England cool now.
Thank you so much.
I think England going to play saving their best for last.
Okay.
It's a Butler them problem right now, you know.
Butler don't come yet, you know. Butler don't come to the party yet, you know.
He's not batting good, so I mean a problem right there, sir.
Yeah. Oh, so is the Robman Powell and something there of England?
Yeah, and then Archer hot and cold.
Yeah, for Archer.
Yeah.
People, thank you so much for being here. Osman who came on late with that debate back in January.
I wanted to come in early, you know, because I heard some of the discussions, but I wanted to chip in early, you know, right? Because Sir God, I must big you up, sir. Big up yourself. You know cricket. And I want to come in here. And Sir Errol, as usual, big up yourself. Sir Lenny, me and your spirit just much. We have the same wavelength.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
I just Marcus, me and Marcus can't agree.
Look up one to Marcus, you know. Look up ask one to Marcus. Yeah, you call Marcus. They have to Errol back.
At the G1, Marcus at the G1. I will tell you, Marcus at G. Right?
Well, if we didn't agree, we would have this nice debate.
Can I respond? Is my mic off? Am I on?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I've been watching cricket since 1972. So my favorite, the first player that I loved was from Jamaica.
Who's that?
You tell me.
Cornwall?
Headley.
No, man.
I say 72.
Oh,
Lawrence Rowe.
Yes.
Lawrence Rowe.
Yes. Exactly. Lawrence Rowe.
That's 2 years before I started. I started playing cricket 1974.
Okay, 302 I remember against either England or New Zealand.
England.
Okay. And when he was finished batting, he didn't sweat.
And he made a century in the second innings.
Exactly. So I've been in the game a long time.
Yeah, man,
it's sure, God. And thanks for being here. You know me always want a Trinidadian. And thanks for, you know the game, man. You know it, God.
Well, I
respect Trinidad for Brian Lara too.
but Lara come after. Lara came after. I was still into the game, and and me a true West Indian. I love every West Indian player. I love.
Yeah, man. Bless up. And Charles. Feel free to come back over.
Yeah, man. I just be in once I'm not working, I will be in the thing, because as I say, you just be happy and you just be sad. You just have me laughing, boy.
Okay, man.
All right,
man. Come up here earlier, brother. Bless up,
yeah,
God.
Man. They're gonna come earlier tomorrow night, but I believe tomorrow match is a big match. Anybody who wins that match, I believe they're going to come. They're going to start to go.
People are taking it light, but it's a big match.
A big match.
That New Zealand Pakistan game, big game.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest match in a group too. Yeah, man, that match
Start of the Super 8, people. Start of the Super 8, all right? And
yes,
then 4:30 in the should I say early Sunday morning, 4:30, you have Sri Lanka versus England. And then Sunday, in the day, 8:30, you have India versus South Africa. That's
a big game, Joe.
That is where the West Indies group start now. So you have to watch that to see what happened there. And Monday morning, while some of us are chatting to work, including me, at 8:30, the West Indies take on Zimbabwe. Thank you so much. God, respect from Trinidad. Errol, resident analyst.
Cricket, lovely cricket.
Analyst. Thank you for having me.
Man, you need to come over here asking for me to say resident analyst.
No problem.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Everybody in the chat. Hey, the chat was lively. I saw the debate going on in the chat between Chanel Dixon and the rest, and you were following the conversation. Treasure Max was here earlier. What you say? New Zealand and England? Big up everybody in the chat. Respect. Hey, we here tomorrow night again. No. Tomorrow evening we are here. And guess what? Tomorrow evening we're breaking it down. We're looking at it closer. We're gonna call names between between Zimbabwe and West Indies. We're matching them up. With Blessing, can Blessing get the better of O? We're matching everybody up tomorrow. And then we're gonna look at the match that playing today, Pakistan versus New Zealand. Don't count me out. I'm just working on certain things. Maybe Sunday evening we are here to look on that match at West Indies, and then to get the team. You have to tell me your team. Will Sammy change the team, or will it be the same team? I don't know. Why Sammy hard to read still. You want to say something, Aaron?
No, man. I'm just your closing and so on. I just say
yeah, man.
it was a good
Yeah.
Pardon me?
No, I was saying respect to everyone in the chat. I can't call everybody name. There are so many of you.
Yes.
All the persons who are here from night 1, thank you so much. All the persons who are in the chat, nightly waiting, Belfont, Mac Bean, Belfont. Every night, most night you
And
are
tell
here
them
waiting.
and tell them to share. Tell those in the chat to share. Share your channel. Share. Tell them to share.
Yeah. Share, please, people, and like before you go, all right?
Yeah.
See you tomorrow night. See you tomorrow evening. Same time, 9 o'clock. What time I came on tonight? That's on difficulty. Respect to the panelists, all right? Take care, everybody. Tomorrow evening, people.
All right.
Wait
Thank
up.
you, guys. All right, Gart. Take care, guys.
Right,
Bye.
Blessings,
Good,
blessings,
good,
blessings.
good stuff. Good stuff. I enjoyed it tremendously.
All right.
Blessings.